What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and in today's video we're revisiting an old moment. And the reason why that is because a video clip from one of the deputies in Georgia of them laughing as the business owner was trying to take the dildos off the building has been going viral.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.
I don't know if you can hear that, but that's Freedom F-35As flying around. But yeah, so a couple years back, I think we're about maybe 2 years ago. Maybe 2 years ago at this point. Maybe it was three. Maybe it was 3 years ago. We had this interesting individual who was like sending pizzas and signing Randy up for gay, adult sites and all kinds of stuff, right? Randy from Auto Auction Rebuilds. And I guess he was a fan, but was like, I don't know how you're a fan and you do that stuff. That's just weird. Anyways, he then reached out and called, made the unfortunate mistake. I'm guessing he got a hold of like Randy's call records or something somehow and got access to my phone number. And he made the unfortunate mistake of calling me on the phone. And it was wanted to tell me all this crazy stuff about how Randy was a bad guy and all this crazy stuff. And I don't know about Randy's past and blah, blah, blah. And I literally was just like, I stopped him in the middle of his conversation. I said, look, bro, do me a favor. Eat a dick. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here. Needless to say, he was not happy with that and then started swearing at me on the phone and then proceeded to call my phone and whatever. And I literally was like, dude, you have no idea who you're messing with. Just stop. Stop before, because if you get me invested, like, I will literally destroy you physically and online. Please don't make me do that. All right? Just don't. He didn't listen. He continued to try to call, and he was texting me like random dick pics or whatever. Cool. So now I'm invested. Call a friend of mine up at Fort Meade. I said, hey, I need you to check this phone number for me. Tell me what it comes back to. Now, I'm not going to say this genius's name because I'm hoping he's learned his lesson, because he's lost his business. His son-in-law lost his business, and this entire event pretty much destroyed these bums. Anyways, I get his actual phone number, name, and I look up the business, and lo and behold, I've seen this business so many times on my way to Florida when I get off the exit and stop. And it was like a Citizens Band radio repair shop, right? I was like, cool. It's got glass that comes up to it, like a thing up top with little slats on it, and then there's just big glass all around the bottom, right? So I was like, all right. So he texts me again or whatever, like I'm horrible. I blocked the number so I wasn't getting phone calls or texts anymore, but I unblocked it, and evidently he just kept sending stuff that I wasn't seeing. So I finally responded, and what I said was, I'm gonna make you famous. So I made him famous. You got my attention. I loaded up the Tahoe, the Black Mamba at the time, the all black LS. This was before the Z71, the LS, the 2020 LS Tahoe, lifted Tahoe that I had, that I affectionately called the Black Mamba. And I stopped at the sex store on the way out of town in Fayetteville, bought me a bunch of rubber dildos with the little suction cups on the end, and then I stopped in somewhere else, right outside of Hilton Head, South Carolina, I believe. Bought some more, and then I stopped again somewhere in Georgia. I think it's called the Love Store or whatever. They thought it was hilarious. I filmed the whole thing. We live streamed from North Carolina all the way to Georgia. I live streamed the entire event. All right, we get there. I start taking these things out of the box, ripping them out of their packages and stuff. And then I start writing, you know, dicks by mail on the side of all of these, because now in Georgia, there is a law and I can pass out anything I want as a handbill. Now, if you don't know what a handbill is, it's like an advertisement. So I'm no longer defacing property. I'm just passing out handbills. So I start licking the suction cups and doing this. Boom, boom. So I look up and I see, it's kind of a challenge at this point. I see the spot up top where I want to hit. So I start boom, boom, throwing them like darts and lining them up almost like in a circle up top. And then I just kept going down below, like doing all the glass down below. And the first deputy pulls up. He gets out of the truck. He's in like a expedition or whatever, and he just goes, nope, 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 I'm not doing this. No, hell no, no, this is bullshit. I'm not doing it. No, no, no. He goes right back in his truck, gets on the radio, and the sergeant gets there. And I just go right back to work. Boom, boom. I'm trying to get as many of these done as possible. For you guys that were watching live, you guys remember, the sergeant gets there and just busts out laughing. And he's like, what are you doing? He said, son, what are you doing? And I was like, passing out handbills, sir. He said, and then I broke down like what exactly the situation was and why I was there. And he goes, cool. I got to run this through dispatch and see what the sheriff wants to do. So I knew I had like maybe 2 or 3 more minutes to try to stick as many of them as I could on the building. And I stuck every single one of them son of a bitches on that glass before the deputy was like, yeah, the sheriff is saying that you got to go. The owner is unavailable, so we can't hit you with a trespass. But, you know, if you end up leaving before I get a hold of the owner, I couldn't trespass you anyway. Like basically, wink, wink, you did what you wanted to do. Have a nice day. And and then I got, you know, a couple of photos and videos of them trying to remove these later from that deputy, which was awesome, by the way. Major salute. Anyways, you guys asked me asked me about this or wanted to know about it, and I wanted to oblige you and let you know what the situation was on it. And when you always hear, you know, when you hear people talking about don't mess with TK on the internet or just don't do that, there's another reason. So and I'm going to do a separate video on this, but you will see this story because YouTube confirmed it. I've confirmed it with the photos and the videos and whatnot, that the Wall Street Journal is running a story on this incident, mainly dealing with taxes, but also internet trolls and what consequences can be when you happen to fuck with the wrong person. So, you know, FAFO is the motto, like all the time. You already know what it is. And if you don't know what FAFO is, let them know in the comments, guys. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. Special little clip for you here at the end. If you stayed all the way to the end, you're going to laugh. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Was I wrong for doing what I did, or should I do more live streams of destroying trolls in the future? I don't know. I think I got moved past that, but then it's just like that Godfather scene where he's like, every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. And I will see you guys very soon on the next one.
Nice.